Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at pretty much all the remaining releases of 2025. All the stuff coming out in October, November, December, sort of like fall, winter of 2025. I cannot believe I'm saying that. It's crazy. Winter is coming. That's just wild. Wow. We've got some pretty cool stuff coming out, so let's dive right into it. So I want to start this overview with some of the holiday sets because I'm pretty excited about a few of these. Like, this is awesome. This is the upscaled Santa minifigure. We've got some upscaled minifigures in the past, and I love the fact that they're giving us Santa. He's going to retail for $55 coming out on October 1st, and it consists of 761 pieces. This is a great idea. I love the upscaled minifigures. They need to give us more because they're awesome. And I love the fact that they're giving us Santa. Like, look at them. It's like the perfect holiday decoration. You could put this somewhere in your house with your holiday decorations, of course, or you could put them in your Lego collection or whatever it may be. It's funny because Mrs. Bricksie and I were actually talking earlier today, and we were saying that we actually need to create a permanent holiday shelf. I love the print pieces that you get with this Santa Claus here. It's awesome. He's got his face and also the printed piece on his belly. At least I think that's printed. I don't know. I'm for sure going to be picking this one up, though. And with the pictures of Santa Claus there, you actually saw a sneak preview of our next set, which is the Festive Gingerbread House. Now, this one I'm not hyped about at all. Okay, it's $40. It's 498 pieces. It comes with a Santa Claus minifigure, but this just feels like a GWP. Like, this just feels like something you should get for free when you purchase something during the holiday season. There's probably going to be some sort of GWP paired up with a lot of this stuff. What that is at this point, I'm not sure. It's not announced yet, but every year they do a holiday or festive GWP, and this should probably be it, but hopefully they come out with something good. This just looks a little bit basic to me. You know, it opens up, but the build of it just looks very simplistic, nothing over the top. They probably will sell quite well, and I foresee a lot of people picking these up, but I don't know. It just looks too basic to me. This is an ongoing series. You got to get your ornaments every year. We've got our little Christmas tree that will pop up probably at the end of November there, or mid-November, you know, and we're going to put all our little Lego decorations on the tree and create a little holiday display, and we'll for sure add the snowman ornaments to that tree. I like these guys. They're pretty cute. You know, he's got his glasses, holding the candy cane. What is it, like wearing an apron or just got like a little bow tie on there? I like them. They're cute. It's a great idea, and it's a great ongoing series. Now, I actually haven't had like a broken down look at this one. I did download the press kit when it was originally released, but I didn't make like a reveal video on this set. It is available on October 1st. Even though it says October 4th up here. I really don't like how they do that. The early insiders access thing just seems sort of silly to me. But this tree is going to retail for a whopping $330 US. Has 3,171 pieces, but it actually looks like it comes with some new elements. Like, these aren't the huge fern pieces. They're actually new like leaf elements, which looks very interesting, but this thing in general is just like very expensive. It's $330. Like, you can buy a Christmas tree for that price. You know what I mean? But with that said, it does come with a bunch of cool minifigures. Also, one reindeer. Maybe we should have got, you know, another reindeer, but I think the minifig selection is really good. You've got some really interesting elements in there with like the space helmet, also the oxygen tanks, some interesting ugly Christmas sweaters. Like, it's like the space logo, but it's Santa Claus and his reindeer. Also a really nice shield with the like bow on it, so it's like a gift wrapped shield. And then another ugly Christmas sweater, which is the cat, which is in mini build form in this set. And then of course you get Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Only one reindeer once again, should be another one, and then a couple cute elves as well. So the minifig lineup in the set is pretty good. But I think that's sort of to be expected because it's a $330 set. The tree is quite sizable. It's 19 inches or 46 centimeters tall. So it's pretty tall. It's 13 inches or 33 centimeters wide. and 14 inches or 35 centimeters deep. So this thing is huge. Like, it is a big piece. I'm very excited about seeing it in the store. I say I'm not going to buy it, but maybe when I actually see it, I'll want to pick it up. I do like how it splits apart into different modules and actually has some moving functions as well. There's like a train that moves in the bottom. Oh, they actually have a promotional video here so you can see the size of it and just what's going on here. Yeah, wow. Okay, that star is really well done. Look at that. Opens up. There's like all sorts of cool Easter eggs within there. Man, it actually looks sick. A moving train, a moving Christmas tree. It looks really well done for what it is. I'm sort of getting sold on it, but man, that is so expensive to invest, or like that's so much money to invest in just like a holiday set. But yeah, that looks cool. Like, it looks like a great build. Either way, there you go. It's the $330 family Christmas tree decoration. Am I going to get this? Oh, I don't know. I guess we'll find out on October 1st. This one I'm for sure getting. It's a gingerbread AT-AT walker for $60. Oh my gosh, it comes with a gingerbread Darth Vader minifigure. Is there arm print detailing? Oh no, there isn't any arm print detailing. It's okay. It's a gingerbread Darth Vader, which I think is hilarious. And also, it just looks really well executed. I think this is funny. I like it. I'm going to put it next to all of my AT-AT walkers. And it even looks like there's some festive interior details there as well. And Darth Vader's cape is just amazing. This is so funny. 697 pieces in this one here, $60. So not even that bad for a Star Wars licensed set with a Vader minifigure that's in gingerbread form. I gotta get that one. Look at the candy cane. It's one of the blasters on the side. That's awesome. It's like decorated with like Christmas lights and stuff too. That's funny. Okay, so I sort of like this set here. This is the Holiday Express train. It retails for $130. I feel like that's $30 too much, even though it comes with the first ever 3D printed element issued in a Lego set, and it's a train with the track. I still feel like that's too much money because there's only 956 pieces. It doesn't come with your powered up functions, and all the track is curved. The 3D printed element, sure, it is cool, but I feel like this train does suffer a little bit when it comes to size. I feel like it's a little bit too small. You know, you can only fit 2 passengers in there. But with all of that said, I do like the fact that there has some moving functions. For example, the smokestack will actually move up and down. And also the polar bear, its arms will move back and forth, so it sort of rings that bell. So the play features or moving functions that they put into the train are sort of unique and different. I do appreciate that. I also like the little toy builds that come with it, but I mean, they're nothing too crazy. It's not like they're part intensive or anything. I do like the build style of it, you know, like the gift wrapped passenger car there. Also the printed elements on the locomotive and the general look of the locomotive. But once again, I think it suffers a little bit in the size department, and I think it's a little bit too expensive. Also, when you power it up, you put the drive wheels on the back of the locomotive, and then you put the battery box in the tender, so there's no weight on the drive wheels, so it does struggle a little bit when it's going around the tiny little track that it has, which is all curves and would barely fit around the base of your Christmas tree. So I feel like this is a good set, but I just feel like there's a few things that could have been executed a bit better. We could have got some straight track in it, you know, maybe one more car, or maybe there could have been a bigger car so you can actually put some passengers in there. I would probably take all of that back if the price was $30 cheaper. Our next holiday set is Gremlins Gizmo. Yeah, this is the Gizmo set. This thing is so cute. Really well executed. Could have been a little bit cheaper, but we could say that about every single Lego set. 1,125 pieces, so we're right around that 10 cents per piece, which is good, but this is US dollars. I would prefer it to be 10 cents per piece in Canada, but we do have the Gremlins licensing behind this one here. Once again, $110. Very cute. I love this one. I've never seen Gremlins, but it's on my my watch list. Still, when I'm filming this video here today, I still haven't seen it. He can sit or he can stand, and I think he's the perfect size, and he comes with the old school 3D glasses, and there's some Easter eggs too, like the water element and also the little transparent pink pyramid element in the chest to represent his heart. This guy's awesome with the printed eyes and the way it's shaped and everything, with its big eyebrows and the angles and the curves. It's like perfect. I love this set. It's awesome. Following it up with something that I love, Lightning McQueen. Okay, so we're getting a Speed Champions Lightning McQueen, which is awesome. I love cars, I love Disney, I love Speed Champions. This is right up my alley. The only problem with this set is the amount of stickers that you get in it. I understand that Speed Champions are classically plastered in stickers, but there's nothing really that makes this unique to being Lightning McQueen other than the really cool Lightyear tires. That's it. Everything else, at least to me, looks like it's stickers, unless these curved elements back here aren't stickers. And maybe the elements on the wheel wells, okay, the ones on the wheel wells must not be stickers either. But his eyes, you can see the sticker outline. The eyes should be printed, or something that makes this Lightning McQueen should be printed. Maybe these rusty pieces back here, you know, those are probably printed, but still, I feel like the eyes, without question, should have been printed. This is $28 for 270 pieces. It's Lightning McQueen. People are going to grab it no matter what. Something else that confuses me about this set is the fact that it's on pre-order and it doesn't come out till January 1st. Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense. Like, who's pre-ordering this right now? Maybe a lot of people are, but you're not getting it for a while, and I don't know if they're going to have supply issues. Maybe right when it releases. Maybe that's why they're doing it, because they don't want to run into supply issues. That could be it. Either way, I like his smile, I like his eyes, I like everything about it, but I just feel like some of these sticker elements need to be eliminated to make it more unique. Because the only thing that's making it unique is the tires and sticker elements. Now, I haven't really said much about this set at all yet. In fact, I haven't said a word. Mineral collection. It's a Lego Ideas set. I like the shelves. Those are clever builds. And the minerals themselves, they actually look like clever builds as well. Some really interesting elements in there, specifically like these transparent elements here. Very cool. I love amethyst. It's my birthstone. I love amethyst. I have amethyst myself, not in Lego form, but in real form. And that's what I don't get about it. If you're into collecting minerals like Hank Schrader, go collect minerals. Go buy yourself some rocks or minerals or whatever it is. Why do you need the Lego version of it? I just don't quite fully understand it. If you're into minerals, you're going to collect minerals and you're going to have them on display, but maybe you want to add these to your display. Maybe it's a great addition to that. And maybe Lego collectors want only Lego minerals. They don't want an actual piece of amethyst or whatever it may be. I just don't fully understand it. It doesn't really make sense to me. It's a great price though, $60 for 880 pieces. So the price is definitely friendly, but it is a lot of small pieces. I have seen a lot of people comment about that. Like, yeah, we're getting a lot more pieces now, but we got to remember that a lot of the pieces in these sets with a ton of pieces are really small compared to back in the day. I don't know. I mean, that's how they create detail. You can't create this detailed rock or all of these finite details in these Lego sets without using small, interesting, unique elements. But yeah, I think if you're going to collect rocks, you may as well just go buy some minerals. I'm sorry, Hank, I keep calling them rocks. It's my bad. It's a Breaking Bad reference. Right beside the Death Slice here, that's going to retail for a whopping $1,000. I'm sure you guys have never heard about that one there. There's something that really piques my interest right here. Rechargeable battery. What is that? The problem is when I click on it, it says, oh, Bricks, we can't find this page. But I'm very interested in finding out what that is. When I go to brickset.com, they actually have a picture of it. What is that for? Is that going to fit in a train set? That's my number one thing. I want them to create rechargeable batteries, something that I can plug a USB-C, that's like how I charge my phone, into, so I can just plug it into my train and charge it. So I don't have to change these batteries all the time. I'm very excited about that. I hope they do that. I've been saying that for years. So I'm hoping this rechargeable battery thing, or whatever it is that. This is my first time seeing it, and I need that in my life. I've got a lot of RC trains, and I need rechargeable batteries for them. Of course, I have rechargeable batteries from Amazon using AAAs or whatever, but no, I need something that I can just plug in. Easy, you know? That would be awesome. I hope they do it. I don't know what this is for, though. I guess that brings us to what I believe is the most controversial Lego set of all time. The Lego Star Wars Ultimate Collector's Series Death Slice with 38 minifigures, a pretty terrible GWP, 9,023 pieces and $1,000. The most expensive set ever produced. Coming out on October 1st. I'm very curious to go to the LEGO store on October 1st and see how many people are actually picking this up. I need to know. I'm going to stand there and I'm going to observe. I don't know. It's so controversial. There's so many people saying, I love this set. It's going to be amazing. I love it. There's even more people saying, no, this is the worst thing ever created. I built it personally. I think it's a lot of fun to put together. I would rather build this than the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon. I would rather build this than the Ultimate Collector Series AT-AT Walker. I would rather build this than a lot of other things because it's all system and it's fun to put together. It's like a modular building. And to tell you the truth, this isn't the first $1,000 set here in Canada. I believe I paid $1,050 for the AT-AT Walker, and this one here is $1,300 in Canada. So it's not the first $1,000 set here in Canada, it's the first $1,000 set in the United States. I'm very interested to see how this one does in general. I think they needed to up their game on the GWP. They needed to up their game on a lot of the minifig details. And I think they need to up their game on some of the printed elements within this set, of course. You've heard all of that before. Now, all of these other sets that we're going to have a look at, such as the bouquet of pink roses for $60, 789 pieces, a good price point. No vase. I have already talked about this one here, but it's coming out on October 1st. I did a preview of this in one of my previous videos, so no need to go into depth on that again. Same with the Brickheads. Excited about the Brickhead 4-pack. I wish they would give us some bigger Stranger Things sets. We got the Upside Down. I'd like to see something else, and I'm really excited about the upcoming season of the show. The Game Boy, it's like perfection. It is amazing. Wow, like all print other than the game packs. The lenticular screens, all that. Holy cow, $60, October 1st. Expensive for what it is, 421 pieces, but it is done to perfection, and I foresee the set being extremely popular. And then we have two Wednesday sets. This is Morticia's Cottage, which actually looks pretty interesting. I like the vehicle, the gargoyle on the front hood, and I like the build style of it, but it's all mini dolls. Haven't seen the show yet. Apparently viewership on this show, season 2, is way down, and this is also the Things apartment, which actually looks like a pretty good set. I like the way that it can be packed up in this hand. Is amazing. Okay, that's not it though. There's more stuff coming out before the end of the year. Check it out on Instagram here, checking out the Lego page, rolling down. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, everybody. Look at this. It is a sneak preview or a teaser of Star Trek. There's Captain Picard right there. It says set phasers to build. There is a Star Trek set coming out in the very, very near future. That is so cool. It's officially happening here in 2025, and I've been hyped about this for a very, very, very long time. When we go to brickset.com, we can see... So I'm doing some browsing on brickset.com, and I see this set here, 10356, Icons 2025. I believe this is the rumored Star Trek set. And then beside it, I see 10366. This is another rumored Icon set, which is huge, 4,154 pieces. And then when I hover over this one here, this is the Goonies, apparently. We're getting a Goonie set, which is a Lego Idea set with 2,912 pieces. But beyond that, I think that is everything that is coming out between now and the end of the year. There might be a couple more in there, but usually November is sort of a soft-ish launch. And most of the big launches and holiday sets are sort of released in September and October. There's not really a sense in releasing stuff in November-ish because for the most part, most folks already have started or are already complete their Christmas shopping. So it just doesn't make sense to release stuff in like December. So most of the products for 2025 are already out. But I'm sure in addition to some of that stuff there's going to be some promotional stuff like I was mentioning there. There's usually a Halloween promotional set, and there's usually a holiday promotional set and various promotions as well. So I'm sure in addition to those releases, there might be a couple more, and there'll be some promotional stuff as well. I always like sharing my thoughts on the new sets coming out, and I think that's pretty much it for the remainder of 2025. What a year it has been. Some crazy sets have come out, and there's still potentially another crazy set coming out with that Star Trek set. That's going to be really, really cool. I hope it does really well, or I hope they do it really well. You know, I'm very interested in comparing that set with some of the recent Star Wars releases. I hope they do it justice. I hope it's epic, and I think they're going to do a great job. I honestly think when you have a look at a lot of the products that they've done lately, a lot of them are done really well, but some of them have sort of fallen between the cracks. But in general, the quality of Lego is still pretty good. You know, like we've got some epic sets. You know, Black Pearl. Even up here, the Endurance, like, you got to remember that a lot of these sets are like phenomenal, you know, like top notch, in my opinion. That's each to their own. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little preview there. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff. Have a great day. Bye for now.